What is up, YouTube? This is Zach, Gray, and Sam out here in Prosper, Texas again, doing a theater room. We're going to be doing a 5.1.2 reference premiere system all in wall, and we're also going to be using the Dragonfly thin line 120-inch, basically zero edge screen. They call it a thin line, and we're going to be putting an LED kit on that with a Epson Pro Cinema 6050. You guys have been seeing us use that a lot recently. It's really a killer E-shift projector at a very reasonable price point. So what we're going to be doing is getting all of our products unloaded into the customer's home, and then I'll show you the space that we're going to be working with. We do provide all of these products, and we have nationwide free shipping with a low price guarantee. We really do appreciate all of your purchases. It means the world to us. Thank you for watching. Okay guys, so we're gonna walk you through exactly how we're going to get this done. It's not gonna be exactly easy because pretty much consider this room not wired at all. What we're gonna be doing is installing our screen here. The tape represents our game plan. The family room is right behind us. There's attic access like up here. And this is all beams and fun stuff like that. So we're assessing the situation, trying to figure out exactly what needs to be done. So the game plan is going to be to center up the speakers between the top of that tape and the bottom of the tape there, which is where our screen's going to be, which is 58.5 inches tall. And then in between these studs here, and make it equal distance off the screen on both sides as well as the bottom, and at the same time leaving enough distance for the customer to fit his entertainment console in here. Power is going to go here for our LED kit, and then power is going to go down here for our entertainment console. And then our wires are going to come out right here. This is our home run. So that's the game plan for the front of the room. Let me flip the camera around and show you the back of the room. Alrighty, well you can hear the guys are already drilling back there behind us, getting the party started. But what we're doing is explaining to you the stud placement back here. So luckily the framing lines up right here. We want with Dolby Atmos to have low effects as well as overhead effects so that you have that separation in channel between the car racing around the corner and your helicopter or your rain up above. The speakers for our surrounds, this is going to be 5.1.2. The .2 is overhead, and the rear channels to our 5-channel system are going to be here at ear level. We have them marked at 34 inches, which is pretty much appropriate for most seating. We actually sat down in this seat here and measured up to ear level. You want those surround effects at ground level to come in right at your ear so that you can hear the helicopter overhead as it flies over, or the rain, separate from those ground level effects. So the game plan is in between the stud here and here, here and here, at ear level. And then the subwoofer is going to go in the pre-wired location here at the rear of the room. What we're going to be doing is extending that wire back to our home run here at the front of the room, or just running brand new depending on the difficulty. So in addition to that, right above our head, the only thing that was actually done right is the projector location. It's about 15 feet back. So we're going to be putting the projector right here on the ceiling, broadcasting onto that 120-inch thin line screen, that ALR screen. If you guys notice, this room is not painted dark. ALR screens are really great for rooms that aren't painted dark, the walls and the ceilings, because it doesn't reflect as much light back, so you still get a nice, bright, vibrant, high contrast image. So that's an overview of what we're going to do. We'll see how it goes. As we run into hiccups and complete the work, we will update you guys. Thank you for watching. All right guys, so what we're doing now is we're multitasking. Grayson's in the other room unboxing all of our products and getting them ready for us to show you exactly what products we're going to be utilizing today. Sam is marking out center of the ceiling because we do, whenever we're mounting our projector, want that projector to sit dead center of the screen, right at the top of the screen, so that we don't have to use keystone. That is extremely important. Even if you're off a few inches, you're going to end up with a keystone, guys. So Just take a minute, make sure that lens is dead center, right at the top, and you will thank me later. Lance just called me saying that the buyers want. Okay guys, so we're now completing the cutouts of the front soundstage. So we have all 3 front speakers cut out, and now we're going to work on getting our wires ran and getting our rears cut out. Alright guys, we're moving right along. The guys are killing it. We got our rears cut in as well as all of our fronts. Moving on to the overhead ATMOS. Okay guys, so we got a couple things going on right now. We're getting those studs etched out in the center speaker, as well as we got the laser set up. You can also see we have stud here and stud here. We're going to be mounting the speaker right in between those. And we're going to get them laser shot on both sides so that they're equal. Alright guys, so whenever you're getting ready to cut your sheetrock out, the Klipsch speakers, pretty much any in-wall speaker, comes with a cutout template. There's 3 different ones for this project. These are the front, left, right, and center. These are for the surrounds, all different sizes. And then this is for the ceiling, circular. Typically rectangular go in the wall, and the circular go in the ceiling. Now that's not always the case. The Reference Premier series actually comes with square and circular grills, just in case you make a mistake, or you like the aesthetics better of the square shape. Something to notate. So if you look here on the ceiling, we do have our circle cut out for the speaker, and we're going to go ahead and get that cut into place now. Alright guys, so I also wanted to mention to you one thing. Whenever you're running a 4K setup, pretty much anything in 2019 now going into 2020, you do not want to mess with standard HDMIs. We run fiber for everything now. This is the one that we use typically. If you're not running a fiber HDMI cable, you're going to have HDR failures. You're going to be beating your head against the wall because you're not going to have video. Just save yourself the headache. Run a fiber cable. They're a little bit more than a standard HDMI, but it's well worth the money and will save you a ton of time. Key things you're looking for: 18 gig per second, 4x4x4, and you know, 4K, 60 frames per, or 60 hertz HDR. ARC is nice to have. This is a CL3 rated, which means that it can go in the wall. Pretty typical, but very important. And back here in the theater room, you can see magic is happening. Look at all these wires being pulled all at once. This is why they get paid the big bucks. Okay, so one other thing, whenever you're retro wiring your room, and it's always nice to be able to hardwire if possible. We're going to be moving the data as well as coax using Cat6 and RG6 coaxial over to the front of the room just for future use. We want to make sure that the customer is getting the maximum bandwidth for streaming their 4K content, as well as giving them the ability to add in an antenna or an old school cable box should they ever want to in the future. Alrighty, so this is the finished product, guys. You can see we have all of our tabs nice and tight all the way around. We got that thin bezel look. Let's take a look at the front.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah, very, very nice. Check it out. All right, guys, well, we are moving right along, and we are now getting to the point where we're going to install our products. So I just want to go over the product selection with you and show you exactly what we're going to be doing here today. So we have the 250 RPW end walls for the fronts, and we're using that as front, left, right, and center. And then for our rears, we are using the Pro 16 RW. This is the professional series, has that rotatable woofer on it. Still has that titanium dome tweeter and the ceramic metallic woofer. It's just that it has a lower power rating, smaller magnet than the Reference Premier. We are using the Pro 16 RCs overhead for our ATMOS right here. And that has a rotatable woofer and tweeter as well. This is our sub that we're using. This is the SPL 120 12-inch ported subwoofer. Amplification. We are using the In Command series, the 2600X 7.2 channel receiver. We're assigning it as a 5.1.2 as I previously stated for ATMOS. And that does have the 3-year warranty versus the 1 year, which is the reason that we use the In Command series. This is the Epson Pro Cinema 6050, and again, we always use the Pro models because we want that longer warranty for our customers. This has a 3-year instead of the 1 year. It also has a projector mount included, as well as a spare lamp, and it is slightly better in contrast and sharpness over the 5050 model, the home cinema. This is the remote that we're going to be using. This is the Harmony Pro remote, 1-button press touchscreen. And the reason that we use this is because it puts the customer in control, gives them the ability to control all of their devices themselves and make programming changes without having to contact us, but still gives us that back-end interface should the customer ever need us. That also comes with a hub, which connects to the Wi-Fi and gives the customer the ability to control over their mobile device or tablet. So this is the overview of the system we're going to be using. Oh, one last thing. This is the screen. This is a Dragonfly thin bezel screen, the ALR screen, and we actually did an unboxing and assembly video of that separate. If you are interested in that product, make sure to check it out and subscribe to our channel. So this is the overview of the products we're going to be using. We're going to go ahead and continue on with our installation. Okay, so we're multitasking here, guys. We are installing the power for the screen LED kit, as well as we're installing the power for all of our devices to connect to at the front of the room where the entertainment console is going to sit for the customer. So what we're doing is tapping from the projection on over to right here where the LED kit's going to sit, and then down to the bottom where our equipment is going to be. And this is a 20 amp breaker, so it should be sufficient for the equipment that we're going to be running. And then we're going to start popping all these speakers into the wall. And Sam is going to show you how that is done.
Alrighty, so now that we got our hole cut and we got our wires run, I'm going to strip back the cable and then attach it to the speaker itself. Outer shielding has been cut. We're next going to cut off this annoying piece of string. Just gets in your way. Now we're going to cut the shielding back on the interior wires. Now for these particular terminals, as I think you can see here, you push down, insert them in. Now these aren't very deep, so you don't want to excess cable, basically unshielded cable sticking out either side. So we're only going to make these maybe 1/8 of an inch, a little bit bigger, close to 1/4. Almost feel like I'm on a cooking show.
Yep.
Going to twist the ends, that way the cable's a little bit easier to manage.
Okay, so these Klipsch speakers are a 2-piece design, guys. This back piece actually goes into the wall, and these little toggles right here open like that and secure onto the sheetrock. And then this attaches after. So Sam's gonna put this in the wall first.
Yep. You want to make sure that your cable's coming through the center of this. You don't want to lock your cable down and, you know, kick yourself later. I'm going to gently place it in there, grab my level. Make sure I'm level to gravity. Also going to check the side. All right, looks good.
So you actually just take the wings and you, with your hand, physically push them in, like so. And they pop right into place. So once they're all clinged onto the sheetrock, then you check for level. And the way that Klipsch advertises this product, guys, is you actually hang it on there reverse, like with the woofers facing in, so that you can make your connections. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we never do it that way because it's kind of like pretty much a waste of time. But I want to show for the video how they intend this to be done. They basically say you hang it on there like that so that you have your hands free, and then you can insert them into your terminals like this. Good?
I'm just learning this for the first time. This is amazing.
It's definitely a cool little feature. Whether it's necessary or not, I'll leave that up to you. You can hold it in your hand and get it in there, or you can do it like this.
It's pretty handy.
Pretty nifty little thing they got there. And then you just spin it around and put your wire into the wall, and then you screw your screws down, which will actually fully tighten the speaker onto the sheetrock. And it's really important, guys, that you don't over torque that. You do want it nice and tight against the sheetrock, but you don't want to over torque it to where you end up stripping it out, because then you're in a world of trouble.
Then it's not coming off.
So let's talk about the grill a little bit, guys. The grill on these are really cool on the Reference Premier system. Basically, you have a paint grill, and you also have a magnetic grill, depending on if you're going to still be doing construction in the room or if you're finished. So say you want to paint these walls, but you wanted all the speakers in place, you can stick this magnetic paint grill right over the top of it, and it resembles the grill itself, and then you can go and spray your grill watered down so that you don't clog the pores, or spray paint if you're gonna be doing it at home from a very far distance. I do recommend that you do very, very light coats, guys. These get clogged up all the time, and then people need new ones. So make sure you consult with a professional or look at some videos online on how to do that prior to just getting your roller out. But that's what it looks like with the paint grill on there, and then Sam will show you what it looks like with the finished grill on there. Perfect.
Good, isn't it? Because it is.
All right, we're making great progress. We got all of our speakers in now, looking really sharp. Grill's on. We're gonna be moving on to the video side of this project. We're gonna be installing our projector as well as the screen on the wall. What are you about to do, Sam?
I'm about to take the foot of the projector mount and attach it to the ceiling. I've already got center marked out, and we are lucky enough we have a stud right here in the middle. It's the perfect location next to both our power and our data. So I'm going to get that into the ceiling.
Okay guys, so it is important whenever you're mounting into the ceiling that you mount with lag bolts, big heavy duty drivers, because you do not want this projector to come down. It's not exactly light. And whenever you feel like the bolt is ripping your arm off or about to sprain your wrist, like Sam's wrist looks right now, you know you're into a stud and you're doing a great job. Now you want to stop right before it starts to rip the mount into the sheetrock, into the ceiling. You don't want to indent that, but I mean, honestly, that's all you need. If you go right into the center of that stud with 2 lag bolts, you don't need to hit the other 2. You could if you just wanted to overkill it, but being into that one beam is more than sufficient. Now we're gonna mount our pole as well as the projector, and we're gonna surge protect it.
All right, so I screwed in the bar and I screwed the bracket into the bar. Pretty simple, just simple screws on. Now I got my key. I'm gonna make sure that the bracket is opened. Insert the key the right way around. Unlock it, then move the lever on the side, and that aligns the 2 plates. And that's when we'll be able to mount the projector to the bracket, and then we'll set it back on there. Lock it back, that keeps it in there. And then you can remove the key just to make sure there's absolutely no way that it's going to bounce out.
So we are moving right along with the installation, and next what we're going to be doing is installing the screen up here on the wall. You can see that we got our 4 mounting positions here, and we did put the backlit LED kit on there for the customer, so we put a little space off the wall so that it can illuminate behind the screen. We're going to go ahead and throw it up. All right. One other thing that we're going to be doing at this home, guys, that isn't really tied to the theater room is we're going to be mounting all the televisions around the home. And I think we have 4, but you guys aren't really interested in that. We know you just like the theater, so we're not really going to show what's going on there. We're also doing a 5.1 in the living room, which I may or may not make a video about, but make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can see all of our videos as we post them.
Oh, hey there, guys. Didn't see you there. I'm just hiding a power cable in between the mount and the projector to give us a cleaner look in the end.
Well, this is the part of the install, guys, where nobody really sees how much work it takes. You can see Grayson is over here getting all the devices connected to the amplifier, toning all the lines. We're going to start doing calibration. Sam's getting all our IR sensors hooked up to the projector and small things like that. this is the tedious part. Not a lot of fun, you know. We're not cutting holes or popping speakers in, just small little connections and programming. Not a whole lot to see here, but we'll show you as soon as we finish with all this small work. Alright guys, so as you can see, the configuration that we are running today is front, center, sub, surrounds, and top mids. It's demonstrated here on the screen. You can see we have our front left, front right, and center all aligned properly, as well as our surrounds and then our overhead ATMOS. Only difference is we're running our sub at the back of the room. Now, it's really important that we run this test because listen to my voice. I'm not sure if you guys can tell in the YouTube video, but the reverb is intense in this room, and we are going to be recommending acoustic treatments. But what this Odyssey setup will do is kind of measure the amount of reflection in the room and try to compensate to kind of cut back on that, as well as measure the distance in the line and assign the appropriate amount of power to each individual speaker, trying to maximize the potential of the speakers based on the room. So we're going to complete the rest of the seating area calibration checks, and then we'll do a manual calibration after running a demo.
All right, folks, here's the finished product. Looking good, looking good. Grayson's working on hooking up a last-minute device that the client just requested. Well, let me go ahead and take you through exactly what we have and where. All right, here we have the Pro 16RW Klipsch in-wall speakers. These are real nice. They got the aimable tweeter, as you can see here. Trying to get my lighting just right. Looks good. These are our surround speakers. You see we got one here and one opposite of me. Over here at the front of the room, we have our Klipsch Pro 250 RPW LCR speakers. These are, of course, our left, center, and right. Looking mighty fine. All right, and this is a 5.1.2 configuration. So for our ATMOS, we have our Pro 16 RC in-ceiling speakers. You know, ATMOS we highly recommend. It really gives you that separation of between your car sounds down low and your helicopter noises up high. And then over here, we have our Klipsch 120 ported sub. This really, you know, brings the back end life into a system. It's a really good sub for the price, and we highly recommend it. We use it all the time for these installs. Moving on to video, we have our Epson Pro Cinema 650 series. Looks good. Again, you see these all the time with us. We of course have our Wattbox surge protector, just to give that added security for the customer, as well as look at that, pretty good cable management up there. Look at that. All right, and up here, what our projector's projecting on is the Dragonfly 120-inch thin edge black screen. This looks really sharp. It really gives you those rich blacks and the very nice dark tones, as well as really producing a lot of light. It's really bright with a really high view angle. This is the first time we've installed this screen, and it was good, I have to say. Then the brains of the operation, we have the Denon AVR X2600. You see, this is pretty standard for us. We use these all the time. They really drive that power for all those speakers, and they're just great product. And then we have all the customers' peripheries, all their items and everything hooked up with a Harmony remote. We do recommend these Harmony remotes. They are really simple to set up. We love sending these out to customers out of state because they are able to do it themselves.
Yeah, turn the lights on the sconces. You'll see, even with the sconces on, it's not horrible. If you had a standard white screen, nothing. You wouldn't be able to see anything. And what I would do is put a little dimmer on it so that you could dim it down, but you can see it's still oh, you got a dimmer. Cool. So yeah, you can look at how nice the image is, and you have the lights on.
Power toggle.
Check it out, guys. We custom installed this LED kit for the customer on this thin line frame, and it turned out sweet. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is a wrap. We just finished up this theater installation. The customer is extremely satisfied with the results, as well as we are. System sounds great, looks great. We got this beautiful thin bezel frame up here on the wall, looking really sharp. You can see even with all the lights on in this room, it still gives a really nice, bright, vivid image with great contrast. We got our backlit LED kit that we custom installed on there, as well as all of our reference Premiere in walls. This was a very difficult installation. We had to rewire the entire room, but it turned out really nice. Customer is very happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed the demo as well. So, we do sell all of these products as well as we install. So if you guys are in another state, we can ship all these products to you. We offer a consultation over the phone. We can help pick out which products are right for you and your budget. Now, if you would like to purchase these products, we have nationwide free shipping and a low price guarantee. If you're in Dallas, we'll do the install for you.
Yep.
Now, we hope that you guys found this video informative and helps you make an educated mind decision whenever it comes to your theater room. So we're going to keep these videos coming for you guys. We hope that you enjoyed this one here today. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe down below and give us a big thumbs up. This is Zach, Grayson, and Sam with Dreamedia Home Theater. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you and you and you. All of you guys.
You in the back there. You too.